If I hadn't burned down my brother's apartment with a microwave burrito, I wouldn't be standing here married to a man everyone thinks is autistic and mute, who just spoke to me in perfect English while making espresso. "Morning, sweetheart," he said, voice smooth as honey. I dropped the coffee cup. I wasn't supposed to be Nathan. Nathan had the good hair, the clean record, the nerves of steel. I had a dead-end job and a chronic inability to say no, which is how I ended up marrying his boss when he bailed out of a marriage arranged to protect our family business. "He's nonverbal," Nathan had said, stuffing a backpack with his passport and 3 pairs of Calvin Klein underwear. "It'll be easy."
Smile, no, pour coffee.
"He won't even know you're not me." His name was Elijah Cole, owner of Cole's Grounds, the most beloved coffee shop in all of Asheville, North Carolina. He was a quiet man with deep-set eyes, perfect posture, and a strict daily routine. The town whispered that he was a misunderstood genius, autistic, kind but untouchable. He never spoke, never touched, never broke character. Until today. For 5 years, I played the perfect twin husband. I learned Elijah's rhythms. How he liked his eggs, which mug he used on Thursdays, how he flinched at thunder but not at heartbreak. I fell into routine, then into something deeper, something far more dangerous. Love. But I never heard his voice. Not even once. So when he leaned across the counter this morning and said, "You're out of almond milk again. And don't think I didn't notice you gave Mrs. Tiller decaf by accident," I nearly blacked out. "You can talk," I whispered. He smirked. "You're not Nathan." That was the second time I dropped the coffee cup. He led me upstairs, silent again, like he hadn't just shattered 5 years of pretending. His apartment smelled like cedarwood and roasted beans. He motioned to sit. I couldn't. "Why?" I finally choked out. Elijah's shoulders tensed. "Because 5 years ago, your brother ruined my life. And I needed anyone to help me get it back." Turns out, Elijah wasn't autistic. He was playing a part just like I had been. 5 years ago, Nathan had signed a fake marriage contract with Elijah to help both their businesses survive a legal loophole. But then Nathan ghosted him. Ran. And Elijah, who'd lost his family, his shop nearly foreclosed, was left to deal with the fallout. "I knew you weren't him the moment you showed up," Elijah said, voice tight. "You asked me where the mugs were." Nathan never asked anything. I was shaking. "So why let me stay? Why pretend?" He stared at me with those unreadable eyes. "Because you stayed." I didn't know what to do with the truth. I wanted to scream, cry, laugh. I wanted to hold him. I wanted to run. But I stayed. Because the Elijah I knew, the one who lined my favorite books on the shelf, who left sticky notes that said, "Eat something," who leaned just slightly into my shoulder when he thought I was asleep, wasn't fake. And maybe I wasn't either. That night I couldn't sleep. I lay awake, heart pounding, Elijah's words echoing like a second heartbeat. "You stayed." The next morning, he was already downstairs, flipping the open sign at 6:59 a.m. sharp. I stood at the top of the stairs, watching him greet the morning regulars with nothing more than a nod. The townspeople still believed he was autistic, still believed I was Nathan. The entire world, it seemed, was a lie. But the way he looked up at me, eyes softer now, the barest smile at the corner of his lips, felt like the only truth I'd ever known. "Coming down?" he asked. I nodded. Over the next few weeks, things changed. Subtly, slowly. Elijah started using his voice only with me. He'd make jokes, ask questions, say my name. The first time he kissed me, it was raining. We were closing up shop, arguing about oat milk, when he suddenly grabbed my wrist and whispered, "You don't get it, do you?" I blinked. "Get what?" "You make me feel like I deserve something real." And then he kissed me soft, trembling, like he was scared I'd disappear if he opened his eyes. Eventually, we came clean to the town. There was scandal, of course. But then came support. Turns out, people can forgive a lot if the story ends with love. Nathan showed up too, smug as hell. "You're welcome," he said. Punched him. Elijah laughed for the first time in front of other people. It was the best sound I'd ever heard. 5 years of lies, of pretending, of playing parts we never auditioned for, and somehow, through the mess, we found each other. Elijah no longer hides behind silence. And me? I'm not Nathan. I'm the man who fell in love with a lie only to discover the truth was even better. And I wouldn't trade that for anything. Thank you for listening. Don't forget to like and subscribe to stay updated with the latest videos.